First off, wow, is it good to be back. It's been over half a year since I made my first video on this game. You probably haven't watched it. I think the amount of people to watch a video of mine and then click on another one afterwards are like 0.2%, and the amount of people out there that watch most of my stuff is probably 3. And I know one of those is a relative of mine, which means the other 2 are just me being kind of generous in regards to my viewer count, but that's not important right now. I also just called it an Autumn 22 Halloween special and gave it this really non-descriptive thumbnail. Anyways, since I know you either haven't watched it or forgot it already, here's a summary of what happened. Terrifying, like waking up every day, seeing we're making pumpkin pie. I know a good rod when I feel one. I just spent $4,000 on cauliflower seeds. You shouldn't have spent $1,600 on beer. Yeah, but if you just tried shutting up! Discs and pucks of pure gluten. I shouldn't have come to this event. And I never made the pie. So I'm here to set things right. But we still needed to get through the rest of the summer before continuing. I amassed a whopping 6.5 hours of footage before even starting this script. Most of it was extremely uninteresting, but here's some of what happened. I fished. I found this cool thing that plays flute noises and put it at the entrance of my farm to scare myself every time I come back late at night. There was a potluck event going on, and I accidentally ruined the entire meal for everyone by adding a flower I picked off the ground into the stew. I found a cool spa. This led to the first ever fan service segment of one of my videos. I fished. I flung a garbage can lid off its body and wore it as a hat. I fished. I built a coop and adopted some cute little chickens. I think I have 5 hours of fishing footage on my computer. I made it pretty far into the mines. And I looked at some cool jellyfish. Alright, that's it. My obsessive-compulsive disorder is telling me to fully watch through all those hours of footage, but I'm just gonna bear with it and go on, so that's neat. Anyways, here we are on the first day of fall. First things first, a new room makeover, you know, new season, new me, and wow, everything is dead! Except for the corn, which isn't. So, what everyone knows is that you're supposed to save up all your money for the first day of each season, so I've set aside 20,000 gold, and we're gonna spend pretty much all of it on these new crops. A few different kinds as well, so we can get the fall farming bundle done as well, and I'm buying some soil mix as well, just to make things easier for myself. Okay, I just made it back, and I'm now realizing that I accidentally bought 120 packs of yam seeds. I don't know what other seeds I thought I was buying, but I just ended up with all these yam seeds. And 75 pumpkins. I'm also realizing that it's going to be very draining and very time-consuming to water around 200 tiles of farmland per day, but that's, you know, that's farming for you. The physical overexertion and draining nature of the job are what make it appealing, I think. And it just occurred to me that this game would be extremely difficult if it weren't for this tiny lake in the middle of the farm. Alright, so it's past midnight and I haven't finished watering all the new crops yet, so I think I'm just going to cut my losses and go to bed. Oh, fantastic, and now I need to water them all again. Yeah, this was a horrible mistake. Oh, and I didn't even use the water-retaining soil mix. That would have been a fantastic idea to do before watering everything. As you can see, it takes all my energy to water roughly 80% of my plants. Thankfully, I have chickens now, so I can just eat a bunch of fried eggs and get that back. You know, normally I'd be getting back from a fishing trip at this time. You know, I'm starting to realize how prominent fishing is in my videos. We got fishing here, there was fishing in the Valentine's Day video, and there was fishing in the web fishing video. You know, the rain is actually quite of a blessing right now. Normally I'd complain about getting wet, but it saves me 7 or so hours of work. Although it makes a lot of unpleasant noises combined with my garbage lid hat. Maybe Merzbow could sample this, though. And while I'd normally cut out the fishing bits, I found a legendary sword, and that was kind of cool, so I kept it in. So I've been forgetting to feed my chickens as of recently. I feel pretty bad about this. I'm normally quite good with routines. You know, I can take a shower, brush my teeth, get changed, and clean my room all in 25 minutes. Ironically, I forget to eat breakfast, so maybe I'm just not good at remembering food-related things. You know, one of my biggest issues with the first video was that it felt like I had no plot whatsoever, or like, anything to actually do in the video. And I feel that the first part was actually kind of a lot funnier. I mean, so far. Do you remember Waiting Segment? I mean, I loved that, but that was easily my favorite. Oh, for those of you unaware, Waiting Segment was a bit where, okay, it's not gonna make sense without context, but basically it was a play on another bit earlier in the video where I'm looking for a guy, and I'm holding this fish, and I'm running around, and the footage is sped up, and there's flashing text that says Comedy Segment. Oh yeah, and then there's the other bit where I'm waiting for the guy. I'm waiting to go to the store. I'm waiting for the store to open, but instead of it speeds up, and sorry, no wait, instead of speeding up, the video slows down, and it says waiting segment. Does that make sense? So I've been working a lot on the community center, and I'm bringing bars, and I forgot the bronze, which is kind of funny, because I managed to get a solid gold bar and one of iron, but forgot the most common ones somehow. I was planning on making a second video on this game anyways, since I didn't make it to the pumpkin pie anyways. You know, the whole thing that my goal in the video was to make in the first place. I don't blame myself for not making it that far, since I was on a tight deadline to release it in a single year, and this game is 40 or so hours if you're actually making the most of each day. Anyways, I like timing most of my videos around certain national days or holidays, sometimes just different months, seasons, or anniversaries or whatever, but I remembered that Mother's Day is coming up, and this is actually my mother's favorite game. She's been playing it for over a month, and I haven't heard anything from her. Please answer my calls. I miss you. But that also reminded me to make this video. This is actually the second time someone here has put up a bulletin board request for a soda, and funnily enough, they're paying me the exact same price it costs for me to buy one. So it's actually kind of a loss given the time spent delivering it. See, one of the worst things about making these videos is that I have to play the game with the music turned off and added in afterwards in editing, and this game has a really nice soundtrack. Here, look at this. This is what the mines are supposed to sound like. Yeah, okay. And here's what I'm listening to. I can make a really unpleasant metaphor as to what this sounds like, but I don't think that's really necessary for you to get the picture. I also find it kind of funny in comparison because Minecraft is known for its really unnerving horror-esque cave noises, while this game just has some beautiful piano songs to accompany you through the depths with. So today, I got a letter informing me that there's going to be quite a large festival a week from now, and that I should prepare to get a bunch of my highest quality items ready. That's neat. Unfortunately, I also forgot to feed my feathery friends last night, so I'm probably not going to be having any high-quality eggs to sell. You know what? I actually have no idea how the mines work. Do they regenerate over time? I've had to go down 60 or so floors to start getting good things. I'm worried I'm going to make it close to the Earth's core by the time I'm actually routinely finding gold in decent amounts. I'm also used to RimWorld, where, like, you can watch 3 guys sow an entire field in a single night, and then you can watch your prisoners haul back all the corn into your freezer in another half hour. It was kind of hard to get used to everything taking so long, but I've kind of grown fond of it. You know, it's more intimate this way. More personal. You get to know your plants better. Like this one. His name's Anthony. He's my favorite. Wait, what? These things are a crap load of money. These eight are like $1,000. Like, I'm gonna be worth a bajillionaire once these are all grown. I have exciting news. I just went shopping, bought some flour and oil, and I'm about to cook something besides a fried egg for the first time in my life! I think pancakes are a good choice. You know what this town really needs? A Pizza Hut. Or a Domino's. Maybe even a Little Caesars. Hell, I'd even settle for Sbarro's. I'm spending 8 hours in the mines each day. I need my calories. Okay, well, I was gonna head over to Marnie's store, but I can't find the southern exit of my farm. This place has become extremely overgrown in the last 5 days. I haven't chopped anything down. I'm afraid the overgrowth will soon claim my home if I do not work to cull it. You know, something I really like about the trash can hat is that it makes everything you hold above your head look like it's on a plate. It's like I'm an extremely overenthusiastic server at a restaurant that only serves mushrooms and also plates everything on garbage can lids. So I'm trying to get ready to set up my Grange display. I'm giving pancakes to everyone I see in hopes that they'll be more likely to vote for me because of this. I'm not sure if that's against the rules, but I haven't been told any rules, so I'm assuming that all is fair game. You know, kind of like the trees in Robin's front yard. You know, one thing I really enjoy about Stardew Valley is that you get the feeling that the person that made it actually enjoyed working on it. There are a lot of small touches like that. When I'm working on projects, I get the same urge to just add in random fun things, and I get a lot of that same energy from a lot of what goes on in this game. I mean, come on, they have a slingshot shooting gallery set up, and a fishing tent! The last fair I ever went to in real life wasn't as nice. It was raining and there was mud everywhere and they had police officers running around with guns everywhere in case anyone wanted to fucking, I don't know, steal the parsnip seeds or whatever. And like, the kettle corn was $10. Why? That is just borderline robbery, right? I get that it's a small business, but saying buy our kettle corn and it's $10, it's just horse shit. Nonetheless, there were some nice hot pepper starters there though. I don't know if they ended up tasting good or not since the potted pepper plants got taken away in the divorce, but they probably ended up in some bomb-ass salsa. I also got my fortune read to me. Ah, indeed, I see you in a room having a conversation with a lady. Oh, it's Pam, you seem to be close friends. Ooh, it's dark, and I see you and a certain young man. He looks a little bashful, but happy to be with you. Now what's this young man's name? I believe it starts with an S. Apparently, Sebastian formed a very one-sided romantic interest in me as a result of all the pancakes and clams I gave him. My microphone sadly wasn't plugged in when this happened, but there was a lot of laughing and that weird wheeze I tend to do whenever my lungs are failing me in a comedic moment. Anyways, I still need to get enough star tokens to buy the prizes I want, with those being the rare crow and the star drop. Thankfully, gambling is a reliable way to make funds. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, wait. I was not mentally prepared for that sentence. God, that sounds so wrong. When I entered that text as like my favorite thing when I started this game a couple months ago, I was wondering in what context that would ever be used. I still need to buy the rug and the sunflowers, and oh, what was the other thing? Let's see, we got the rare crow and the star drop. Oh, we need the fedora, the dried sunflowers, and the light rug, so I need another 1,100 star tokens. That's fantastic. Okay, yeah, okay. Right, I actually need to set up my display. I brought some quality goods like yam, pancakes, gold bar, pumpkin, and on second thought, you know, I guess second place is fine. But now I'm just gonna double the 1,000 tokens I have so I can buy the lucky ticket and the seeds. So, as of late, I've been digging through the mines a bit, and wow, okay, and that lake really looks like it's blood, but I'm assuming it's just, red water. You know, red cave water. Hopefully there are cool fish here. Okay, and that's garbage. Okay, that's more garbage. Why have people been littering 100 floors down into the mine? I think I'm one of the 3 people to have ever been down here. Why are people throwing away their trash in this place? So, I know the bookseller and I have had our differences in the past, but I have 45,826 gold on me, so I can afford at least one of these, hopefully. This one makes me run faster for the low price of 25,000 gold. I wish I could read a book and suddenly just walk faster in real life. However, the effects are actually kind of marginal, which is quite disappointing. And I recently got this quest, where Robin needs 30 pieces of wood. There are no trees here. Why did I go here? Hopefully she won't mind if I get the wood from the trees in her front yard. No. Okay, yeah, she didn't. Not at all. Oh, and apparently Linus went into the mines at some point. I came here looking for his basket. Now I'm looking for... I don't actually know. I got kind of far. Oh, but a salmon frenzy has begun in town. That's cool and all, but I'm a mile underground, so it's not of much relevance to me. Actually, how deep is 114 floors? That feels like a long way. Okay, hold on. The height of the average male in the United States is 5'9". If each floor is roughly 3 times that size... I just realized we have no way to calculate just how much distance there is between floors, so whatever. It's still probably really far, you know, certainly more than I'd want to ride through in a rickety old elevator. You know, I've started taking video notes while playing, and this is really helpful because I usually start recording and then just forget everything I wanted to say when I rewatch the video a day or 2 later and script things. But what I didn't forget is the last bits of the mines are very sprawling, but thankfully I have a dozen fried eggs on me. How long have I been carrying those around, actually? Well, I mean, I know the cookies are fresh. Oh wait, this is it! This is actually the bottom. And there's a skull-shaped key in a chest. That's fascinating. Okay, well I guess it's time to climb back up. That's also a long distance to climb. Oh yes, I know where this goes. Oh, wonderful. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, alright, and that was pretty much the same spot. I'm not even through 10% of the level. And that's all my lives gone. Okay, wow, that's great. You know, thankfully this game requires no money to play, so I can keep playing this until I win. Hey, look at that! We made it to the first checkpoint. That's nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet, failed the first jump after the checkpoint. God, why are all the games in this town so hard? No wonder everybody spends so much time outside. This is insane. I beat Super Chicken Jumper, for Christ's sake. I'm not gonna get filtered by the first level of Junimo Kart. Whatever. A beer for Pam and a spaghetti plate for me. I don't even like spaghetti. It's just that the mindless joy of consumerism numbs the pain of being terrible at my one hobby. Okay, on the other hand, for some bad news, my chickens are kind of starving. Did I even put getting the chickens in the video? Whatever, I have chickens. It doesn't matter at this point. So my chickens are going hungry and I need to get them hay. It sounds like a kennel full of dogs just got, like, set on fire outside. Whatever, so my chickens are going hungry and I need to get them hay tomorrow morning. Are you kidding? They have the entire town blocked off to set up the festival. I need to buy groceries. I need to get milk. You can't just deny me access to the entire town because you're setting up a freaking corn maze. I need things. Like, come on. Imagine trying to get some tampons or whatever at CVS, but the entire street is blocked off because the Taco Bell around the corner is getting repainted. Like, whoops, our bad. Just use some fucking toilet paper or whatever. Like, seriously, my chickens are dying. I'm just gonna wait here. You know, you could actually make a sick beat out of this. How many beats per minute is that? Hold on. Oh wow, I forgot I have this cave. Abigail, you want some glazed yams by any chance? What am I even doing here? Why am I in the mine? Why am I at the bottom of the mines? How did I even get here? I just wanted to be able to go into town again. Christ, finally. Oh, a funky rug. I like that. 4,000 gold? For a rug that funky? What a steal. Ooh, yes, and I'll take the rare crow as well, because I'm a man of refined taste. Okay, well, everyone's been talking about this maze. You know, I might as well jump in. We're Maru, how are you lost? You can literally see the entrance from where you're standing. Ooh, I like the hands. Yeah, the ground hands. That's neat. I like the way they move. Some good special effects. Or, considering the fact that the wizard set this up, these may very well all be actual severed zombie hands being reanimated. Oh, and a golden pumpkin, that's nice. Well, that was— oh, it's 2,500 gold! Halloween without the candy, what's the point? It's like a pizza without the dough. Okay, I have way too much stuff in my inventory, and I'm realizing my storage situation is really bad. Like, I need to put this here. No, here, wait, no, that's the mining chest. I need to get more storage. This place is a mess. That's obvious to me right now. Folks, this is a bit of an emergency. I just looked through my chests, and I don't have any pumpkins. I think I forgot I was saving them and sold them all. So I'm kind of concerned about my ability to make pumpkin pie now. I can't grow any because fall is almost over, and I don't know how to get more. So that's a bit of a predicament. Let's see, quest board time. Stone. Fresh stone. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Gonna get some stone for the lady with the wood. Gonna get some stone for the lady with the wood. Yeah, I'm gonna get some— oh, hey, Demetrius. Gonna get some stone for the lady— God! Get back, foul beast! Yeah. Gonna get the stone, gonna get the stone. Okay, now it's time to leave. That was a productive day. I think I'm gonna go to the pub. I've also made it to the new level for the first time, so we can see how this goes. I think I should have done more with my last day of fall, but you know, whatever. I need a break. It's okay to take a day off sometimes. Alright, folks, it has been a while, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you here. Being a farmer isn't a terribly interesting thing on a day-to-day basis. You know, winter, the coldest season. Winter is funny because people spend the entire year fantasizing about it like, oh, I can't wait for snow and hot chocolate, and every single year winter arrives and it sucks ass, but everyone always forgets in time for next year anyways. Hot chocolate is still nice though. Oh, my plants. All my plants are dead. Okay, basically, so what I'm gathering here is that winter means I can't grow plants, and you know what? Thank God! I've been getting so sick and freaking tired of spending 2 hours each day watering my things. Actually, what can I do? I don't know if I can still fish. I hope I can fish. I can still check out the mines, probably. Hey, how come he gets into the store and I don't? I'm a valued customer here, you know. And I just realized it was completely pointless to save up money to buy seeds because it's the winter and nothing grows. Okay, that's great. And okay, I can't pay Robin to build me a greenhouse, so... Oh, there are plants there! Look, there are plants in the spa. Can I use the spa as a greenhouse? Okay, after walking around the whole place, again, I sadly can't find an entrance to the top area, so I don't think there's anything I'm gonna be able to use there. Oh, here's dirt! Can I grow the pumpkins underground? That's a stupid question, of course I can't. Oh, nice, and now there's a Lingcod Frenzy. What the hell was that? You know, I'm starting to realize how disjointed this footage is. I just spent the last 20 minutes looking for a place called Cindersap Forest, only to realize it's literally the area outside Marnie's ranch. I spent 10 or so minutes just looking at the map trying to find it, not realizing I was already there, you know, and watching through this footage now, I can't even remember why I was doing most of this. So we are now about 1/4 into the winter. I got a message from Clint telling me to give someone an amethyst and say it's from him. I also have to catch a tuna. Besides that, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty uneventful day. Okay, so I have the amethyst now, but the person I need to give it to is just inside her room, staring at a piece of cloth on a table. So that makes it a bit harder. She should hopefully get out soon, though. Okay, well that went alright. And we have another quest, and it's Jody, and she wants me to bring her a Joja Cola for a calzone she's making. That's interesting, but you know, $75 is $75. My headcanon is that everyone that asks for soda doesn't want to directly pay Joja Corporation, so they're getting their cola fix by having other people traffic it to them. Kind of like if you've ever gone on eBay or Craigslist and seen people selling subscriptions to porn sites so that others can buy them without having a $9 transaction to big booby sex in their banking history. I mean, that's common knowledge, right? Folks, I think I'm about to actually beat Journey of the Prairie King. Yeah, look, I actually did it. Oh my god! Oh, I think I'm gonna need to censor that. Good God, is that detailed? I do not think I can show that on YouTube. I think I'm actually the only person on my friends list to have done that. This person is selling bombs out of the back of her cart. And $700 tortillas. That's probably close to $7 in like United States economy, but whatever. It's an odd thing to see. If it were up to me, I'd probably have a pizza festival at the saloon instead. That's very true, Shane, but I can't help but notice you've neglected subjunctive tone in your statement and said if it was up to me, and not if it were up to me. Perhaps this improper usage of the English language is what keeps you away from employment outside of the Joja Mart. I wonder how all the 5-year-olds feel getting dragged out into freezing weather just to watch 4 morons fish for a minute and a half. And that's the entire festival. Oh, and now it's 10 p.m. as well. That's great. That was worth an entire day. Reminds me of the time I spent 3 hours at the PC gaming show waiting for 30 seconds of Ultra Kill footage. Oh my god, this guy is literally me. Oh my god, this guy is literally me. Oh my god, this is so true. Nobody takes my work seriously. People say 139 subscribers isn't enough to sustain myself off of financially, but I've already booked a touring of an upscale apartment downtown. Did I just sneak into Mario's bedroom through the back door? Why is there even a back door directly into her bedroom? Okay, so I'm back at the saloon playing Junimo Kart. I'm not sure why, but I'm doing really good. I actually made it to the final level despite all that, and I have 4 extra lives, so I'm really not sure how this is gonna go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, it is coming really down to the wire here. I have no extra lives. I have around 1/3 of the level to beat without any fails. Oh my god, I'm gonna piss. Expert Gamer Autumn 22 conquers entire Star Drop Saloon Arcade at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. Folks, we are in the big leagues now. When I said I was gonna be doing hardcore gaming only last video with Super Chicken Jumper, I was not kidding, because now we are beating Junimo Kart live in the studio. We're gonna be celebrating this momentous occasion with pizza, and now I'm gonna... I'm kind of tired. Congratulations! You beat all the levels in Junimo Kart. Yeah, damn right I did. You're actually the first person in the entire Ferngale Republic to do so. Your prize? A home version of Junimo Kart. Have fun. Sincerely, from the Junimo Kart development team. They just sent me a whole ass arcade cabinet through my mailbox. Well, let's see. We can move the TV. Yeah, we can put it there, and I can put the Prairie King system next to it. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's go buy a couch. Oh, hey Mario, sorry to barge in. Can you open the door for me? I'm locked inside. Oh, I see, I can't walk through the open door frame. Odd. Oh, and they don't even have any couches. Well, we can do some other farm improvements. At least we can buy a shed. Oh, that's 15,000 gold. Okay, maybe we don't need a shed after all. Or at least not for that price. You know, maybe we just need to be more appreciative of the space we do have. We can still just do some other cool things that aren't shed related. You know, I'm realizing the crop to scarecrow ratio here is really something. God, this place is a mess. Maybe we really do need that shed. So I just went down to the beach and there's this thing going on called the night market, and I wanted to go down and see if they have any pumpkins I can buy for my pie. And they seem to have a lot of things, but sadly none of those things are pumpkins, and whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. You know, the bit where I blur out completely inconspicuous and normal things is getting really old, I think. Okay, you know what? From now on, I am abolishing the bit where I blur out things that are not explicit to make them look explicit. I'm sorry, I know that bit really wasn't funny. We're just gonna move on now, and I'm never gonna make that joke again. Just like fishing segment. Fishing segment was never funny. We're not doing that again. Oh my goodness, is that a party hat? I mean, it's 5,000 gold, but I really want it. Oh, and what's this? An artist selling a fancy painting? Sure, take the last of my money. God, I don't even know where to put this stupid-ass thing. Alright, it is the next day, and I've come back to take the deep-sea fishing tour. I'm hoping to catch some really cool fish here. Alternatively, I just like to catch some really profitable ones, because, you know, profits are also nice. Oh crap, we need to head back to the surface. I think I might actually pass out the moment it hits 2 a.m. before I can make it back home, which is unfortunate. Number 3, Autumn 22. This up-and-coming internet hobbyist was reported missing on June 17th, 2025 after setting off on a submarine expedition. Famous for videos such as Twink Death, Rebirth, and Hardcore Chicken Gaming, he's been dead silent since the mission. Since then, nobody knows what has happened to this man, and we doubt to see an answer anytime soon. So I just received a message from someone, and I know you're just gonna say, wow, Autumn, another message? Do you really feel the need to highlight every single message you get? But I swear this one is important. Stop belittling me. This is my fucking video, okay? But they're telling me that I need to get a gift for someone random, and that random guy is Vincent. So I generally try to minimize the amount of time I need to spend in the vicinity of, conscious of, or even aware of the existence of 5-year-olds, so I'm not really sure what I'd get one for Christmas. But I'd probably get them a big plushie thing, you know, one of those, like, squishmallows, because those are cool, but I sadly can't get those since we live like 500 miles away from any other civilized society. So I'm back down in the lava caves. I got a request from Linus to help clean up the valley by fishing up some trash. I decided to head back down to the underground blood lake or whatever, since trash is all I can seem to catch there. I've actually had my eyes closed the past 3 minutes. Alright, so according to the wiki, this is the day we got the recipe for pumpkin pie. Oh, it's true! It's true! Oh my god, I still don't have a pumpkin. Or milk. Okay, maybe Pierre is selling milk. Oh, hold on. Sorry, that was the wrong song. Okay, he doesn't sell milk. That's awesome. Maybe Marnie sells milk. I mean, she owns a ranch. She has cows. Okay, that's also a no. Alright, so what I'm gathering now is that I'm probably gonna need to build a barn and purchase cows that I can milk, because for some reason nobody in town carries milk, not even Joja Mart, like despite the fact they're a massive corporation. Oh, and I bought the shed, by the way. The farm improvements have been coming along very well, but I still can't make my pie, which really sucks. Where's Robin? I have the wood she needs, but she's not home. I've been looking for her for a while. Oh god, we better not be doing this bit again. I swear I wrote that exact same line in there somewhere else. Like, 15 minutes ago. Like, I swear I had another moment that was me running around with an item, and I said that exact same thing. And I'm really thinking I just need to skip this. Okay, it's 2 days before Feast of the North Star, or whatever, and I still need to find out what he likes. But there aren't any big stores around here, so I'm not gonna find any skibbity toilet action figures, and that's all I really know that 5-year-olds like. Maybe he wants mayonnaise, or like a diamond. You know, I could just give him a diamond. I have a diamond, actually. It's right here. Oh my god, wait, you can you can actually drink the mayonnaise for for 1 energy. Well, it's still not the worst thing I've consumed in a video.
Oh! What?
Oh my goodness, it's Santa! It's Santa! Dear Santa, I want more than 20 views. Pretty please, pretty please. I'm begging you. I don't think you understand how monumentally important it would be to me if you managed to get me to more than 20 views. Well, here we are. It's Christmas, the non-specific, religiously unaffiliated winter feast. You know, where we give gifts, including the one I got for Vincent. You know, I'm patient. I can wait for it. I'm patient. You know, it's just a few hours. It's fine. I'm not bored. I should probably give the cat water. Ooh, I haven't gotten here in a while. Finally, I've been waiting so long. I forgot Vincent's gift. Okay, now it's time. A feast for some stupid star. Hell yeah, you tell him, agnostic grandpa. Here, sport, I got you something. It's sugar. It's literally just bulk raw sugar. Don't tell mom. Oh wait, I get a gift? I guess that makes sense. Oh man, I love Cobbler. That's actually really nice. You know, I'm probably gonna stay and chat a little bit more before heading back. Alright, it is really late in the night now. I suppose that's just the nature of gatherings like this. Which is odd, because it said it was going from like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and it is very clearly not 2 p.m. right now, but I digress. And you know what? I still don't have any pie. I mean, I got blueberry cobbler and that's sweet, but I still need to make my pumpkin pie. Alrighty, everybody, meet my new cows. We got, Francis and, Zoe, and we're gonna milk them for milk. Baby cows cannot be milked. Both of these cows are 1 month old. He does not know that yet. You know, everyone's really open to you just walking into their houses all the time. You know, pun intended. But I mean, like, I just walked into Abigail's room and now she's asking me to help her beat Journey the Prairie King. I understand I'm easily the most qualified person in the entire town for this, but it's still unexpected. And yes, I understand how odd it is for me to unexpectedly run into her bedroom and then say she's being weird by asking me to help her with something. Like, no, you're supposed to walk away from the enemies. Okay, well, you're not supposed to stand still either. I've also noticed she doesn't try to pick up any of the power-ups, so there's definitely room for improvement there. With some coaching, I'd say she can probably beat the first level by the end of next month. Meow. Oh, neat, she's at the grocery store as well. One thing I've learned living here is that everyone stares at you if you look different. Well, okay, that hit a little close to home. Okay, well, I mean, I can't fully relate since I don't have bright purple hair, but I get the sentiment. Hey, hey, check this out. It looks like if I'm it looks like I'm milking time. Francis is too young to be milked. Zoe is too young to produce milk. I was really not expecting making a pumpkin pie to be a year-long endeavor that would cost me thousands of gold and hundreds of hours of labor. I just thought it would be fun. But no, it wasn't fun. It sucked. But I guess that's the nature of everything I set out to do. And one thing I've realized is that setting expectations for myself is always a gateway to disappointment, because I never meet the demands I set for my— You have to be fucking kidding me. Does this count? I know I said I was gonna make the pie, but whatever. I think the drink at Starbucks tastes better.